Hello, masters. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Namaste, masters. A warm welcome to one and all. I am Sujata from Baroda, Gujarat, India, masters. Before I start my session, I sincerely want to thank and my gratitudes to Dr. Pitamah Brahmarshi Patriji and to Gurumata Swarnamala Patriji and to all the physical and astral masters who are present in this now moving masters. Yes, masters. As I said, I'm Sujata. Right now, staying my current city is in it's Baroda. I'm staying here. My proper hometown is from Andhra Pradesh, masters. I'm from Pradutur. And I was introduced to meditation at my early stages, masters. Almost when I was a student in the 8th standard, I was introduced to this meditation. And at that time, I was just thinking that it is all about, as a student perspective, I was just thinking about the for the attention and span of, to increase the span of attention and to decrease the stress levels, just like that. And later on, and before that, I want to say, by my early stages, means from my childhood itself, at the very tender age, I was having all that visions and astral travels and everything, masters. But at that time, I didn't realize that because I don't know, means I have no such knowledge of what is happening with me or what are the things that are going around me. But later on, when I came to meditation, I gradually came to know what are the things that have been done. For that, best example is my relationship with Shirdi Sai Baba masters. Almost means when I saw Shirdi Sai Baba before I know his name and his picture, masters. After seeing him astrally, I came to know that there is one master. Means he's Shirdi Sai Baba. He's from Shirdi, and you know how popular he is and how people get devoted to him, right? So even I was a very good devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba at that time. Means when I was doing pujas, and of course right now I still admire him, but not in the same way as doing pujas and everything, masters. I look him as a grandmaster, and by my 22nd age, means but my when I reached 22 years of age, masters, from that time I got connected with nature, and I started receiving messages from masters vigorously. And there were so many things, masters, astral travels were there and everything. So before I start, means how I got the connections and everything. As a student, I have a habit of early, means waking up in the early morning, means by 4 o'clock, means I would wake up, and I was going to my terrace, masters. Means every day I'll be going to the terrace. There I will be doing my yoga exercises, what else, meditation and everything. And I had a habit of seeing sunrise, masters, sunrise and sunset. Even in the evening times also, I used to go to the terrace, and I'll be watching that. Means I'll be gazing that. I love that, the colors and everything. So I don't know, means there was a separate connection with that, masters. So I was always gazing at the sun, and when I was gazing like that continuously, one day all of a sudden, means there was a message, masters. Means the masters were asking me, and son, he was asking me, can you recognize means just see the perception you people are seeing, the way you are seeing, okay? Means am I really rising and setting? No, na, this is not the way. Means I am not rising or I am not means sunrise and sunset will be always talking like that, masters. But really, sun is there stably, but earth is revolving, okay? And we are the people who are turning around the sun. But the way we see the truth is, means he is rising and he is sitting. So even in this planet earth also, you'll be seeing the things like that. That is Maya. So try to understand what is happening. Means try to get the big picture of any situation, masters. When you get that big picture in the life, then you will come to know so what you are doing and why we are in this particular situations or anything, masters. It may be means happiness or sadness, anything. But we'll be so judgmental and everything, right? Means if things are going on very cool and means in the right way, in the happy way, so we'll be in that egoistic state. Everything is because of me, and that is what means it is going on like that. But when once the things are not according to us, then we'll be questioning and we'll be blaming and we'll be finding another person, everything, right? So we need another external source to give that blame. We don't take that blame, masters. We don't accept that, or we don't take that responsibility. Whatever be the situation, first of all, please uh, just know that we are the responsible persons for any situation, masters, in the life, because it is your soul plan to be here and to be with these situations or anything. It may be anything, masters. I'm talking about all the situations, not all the emotions, not only one in a single emotion or like that, okay? Because we are the ones who chose to come here in this particular pattern. And until and unless we don't recognize that, we'll be blaming others, we'll be seeing for the external factors, masters. The same thing means it is happening here, right? Means if things are not going in the same way, definitely means we'll be seeing God is not that he's not showing that mercy, or if we will not blame God, so we'll be blaming the persons or the situations or anything. Means we'll be doing that, but we don't take that. We don't take the credit of that situation, masters. Never ever. Because no, I mean that is the way humans work, right? Human mind works. But let me make it clear that when you accept the situation, when you acknowledge it, and when you take the responsibility, then life turns, masters. Life takes the bigger picture. Means it gets into the wider vision, and then you can see the whole part and why it is there and why I am attracting all these things. From there you can clear all your blocks, masters. You can clear your means you can start your own healing. There is and one more thing, don't ever expect any healings from outside the sources, masters, because until and unless you don't start healing from your inside, no healing will help you from the outside, masters. Of course, there is always the healing is there outside outside us, but until and unless we are shutting our doors and blaming, that means we'll be blaming that nothing is working for me and everything. But first start opening your doors, masters. Until and unless you don't open your doors, nothing will work. Already we are in that love, and already we are in that healing energies, in that vibrations. But if we don't match that, if I am purposefully shutting my door, no one can help, right? So the guru, the best guru is that person who will awaken the healer in you, masters, mm, in the other person, means in one own spot, means personality. He will not heal you, masters. He will make you wake up that healer in you, okay? So let's all try to get connected with that inner healer today with the help of our nature, masters. So, and here actually one more thing which I got motivated through nature is, as I said, I will be always observing the nature early morning and in the evening, masters. And when I was going every day, and at the starting stages I couldn't understand that I was connected with two eagles, masters, there particularly. And whenever I go, I can see them. I mean, I can see the two eagles sitting at same exact spots, okay? Means the two different spots. First starting means I was thinking that no, it's okay, means it will be it is happening casually. Means it's accidentally, means it is happening like that, okay? But then I later I recognized that, means as the days on went, I'll go to that point, at that time they will be their masters. And not only that, to show that they are connected to me, they will try to fly like this masters. Means they fly very so close above me that I can feel that wind, masters. I can feel that force of that means wind. Okay, so like that, they will be just going. If I'm emotionally disturbed or something, anything, means what else it will be, they'll be almost means I can see it, they'll be roaming there, means in the sky. Means they will means ek chakkar katna bolte hain, means they will be doing that. And I means later on means I could communicate with them, and I was so happy. And not only that, there were some group of monkeys also. Even I could recognize them, means literally I could recognize them, and I have kept some names also to them. So this is particular one, like that, everything. And it was so motivating, masters. Whenever possible, I request everyone to get connected with nature, masters. That is the best healer one can get in our life. Whenever possible, just go to the paths. If at these situations, if it means at some places still I think there are some restrictions, or means due to our lifestyle also we cannot frequently go. In such cases, if you are staying in apartments or some closed circuits, then you can just gaze at the sky also, masters. From there also you can get connected with the nature. Okay, means whatever be the possible way, the best possible way, just choose that and just get connected with that nature. If possible, just grow the plants. And when we grow plants in our home, masters, we not only give life to another, means we are bringing that new life in our home. From there we can learn so much, masters. And if there are children, means just try to inculcate that habits, means just give that responsibility to that children, masters. Let them adapt some particular plant, and let them talk with that. Just play music, means for the plants, masters, not only for us. Just give some music, water, you just interact with them, and see how wonderfully they respond to you. They respond back to you, masters. It is really wonderful experience. And when the child adapts one plant, and if he will be taking care of that from the childhood itself, he will become that responsible, masters. And not only that, by observing the plant gradually, he will come to know that when we give proper time and attention and love, things will happen. In our generation, and particularly means in our kids generation, the main problem is instant, masters. Everything means it is a very fast-paced world, right? Means we need everything instant. We don't have that patience to observe or listen or something. When the children try to do that, and when they see the flower blossoming and everything, then they will come to know. When we give that time, that effort and patience, see how the output, how wonderful the output will be. So just try to do that, masters. And here one more thing I want to say is, Patri sir will be always saying that judge and not, masters. Never ever judge anyone. Okay, we always try to. Of course, after coming into meditation, we may not be purposefully judging, but still, at times we'll start that means we have that fundamental quality, masters, actually. So we'll start again judging. So please don't judge. To be empath is very good. Be empath. Okay, it is absolutely fine, but don't carry that emotion with you. To feel for another person, it is good, but let it flow like a river, masters. Just like the water that flows freely in the river, just let it flow. Don't see anything, or don't misjudge any situation or person in particular, because from there we'll be creating some again blocks, masters. For this, I want to give two examples, and then I will just go for another topic, masters. When I was pregnant, actually, in my first pregnancy, I could literally talk to my son, masters. Means, I know that without any scanning, I know that he's my son, the boy's son, and I kept his name also. Means the name ceremony also means have been done in the stomach. Means when he was in the stomach itself. Of course, when he came out, there were only formalities. But before only, I just kept that. But there, what happened means, and he was so interactive and so active child, and movements were very vigorous. Means when he was in the stomach, when he was in the womb. Okay, sorry. At that time, all of a sudden, in the 8th month, one day from morning to evening, I didn't sense any moments in my womb masters. There was no moment. He was very calm and still okay. Till afternoon also, I didn't bother. Okay, it's okay. Means I thought, first of all, miss, my attention didn't go there. Okay, I was normal, but from afternoon I recognized that, and I became a bit tensed. Okay, so why this active child? Miss, he was so active and so interactive. So he's so calm and he's silent. Okay, means there is no movement. So by in the evening, by 4 or 5 o'clock, I just sat in the chair. Okay, and I sat in meditation and just said, "Bacha, this is not done. Means this is not the way to make mama suffer. Okay, means why you are not with me? I need your moments. So please respond." And I just requested the child, and within 5 minutes, the moment again started masters, and he was fine, absolutely fine, and everything. But later, it's when I sat in meditation, why that situation happened is I just inquired myself and I questioned. So the answer which I got is, before conceiving, and when I was newly married, I just heard so many stories, and around me also there were 2 to 3 examples, masters, where I just came to know that means at the 8th month it will be some crucial, um, and for one lady means there was a miscarriage also. Means the baby was stillborn. So I have all listened such things at that time before my conception also, even also. So somewhere that points were registered in my mind. So to teach me a lesson, my son he took that step. Okay. So when I just sat in meditation and asked, so he said, there is there any necessity to compare yourself with that situation? So how can I compare that? Because of my block, that situation happened there. Somewhere means 8th month will be so crucial, and at times there may be miscarriage. We'll be carrying some fears in us, masters. So please don't try to do that, because no means, even if these 5 fingers are not same, how can the situation be the same? If means if the situation is happened with another person, not necessarily it is not necessary that it should happen with me also, right? Means, so how can I compare? And never ever compare, masters, with any situation or with any person. You are unique and you have your own soul plan and your own lifestyle. So just, if you want to compare also, just compare yourself. So yesterday what was you, and now today at this now moment what are you? So just have your own targets in your life. Of course, take admiration from other persons, get inspired, but don't ever compare, masters. Okay. This I want to say. And another thing is judgment, masters. For that I want to give a small example actually. um, this I think most, I don't know miss, how many people here miss know about this thing. Miss, you maybe have heard it also, but I came to know with this story, masters, and it's a beautiful story actually. Not a story, it's a real incident. Okay, so what happens is, a means in one master's house, that butterfly means it makes a cocoon on the branch of the tree, masters. We all know that, right? Before it becomes the butterfly, it forms that cocoon, means a shelf, and it will be staying there. It will hibernate for some for a while to develop its body and to get the transformation. So it was there, and he was observing so eagerly, mysteriously, he was observing every day. And one fine day, the day has come where that butterfly has to break the cocoon and come out with beautiful, colorful wings, master, strong wings. And the process has begun, and he was just watching that. And the process was so going on well and everything. But in between he felt that it is so it's struggling. Okay, I mean, it is so struggling to come out of that. So out of pity, I mean, out of that, not only not pity also, we can say karuna, means out of that, he just gave a small slit on the shelf master outer layer. Okay, so he just gave that. At the very moment he gave that slit, that butterfly, means it fell down on the ground, and event means it died, masters, actually. Okay, so he felt very sad about that. I wanted to help that, and how come, means this ended so tragically, means how can, means it will be ended like that. So when he sat in meditation, then that butterfly is, he was able to actually speak, talk to other masters. Actually, nature knows what to give and what not to give, masters. That is not the struggle that is going through, means when it was trying to come out of the shelf, masters, outer shelf. Okay, because in that struggle, all the chemicals that will react, and it makes the body so strong, and it makes the wings so strong, that the moment it comes out of that shelf, it will fly, and it will fly so beautifully and gracefully, and just give the new beauty to the nature itself, masters. So universe knows, god knows, means what else the name you want to give that, just give that. They know how to train, they know how to just do. Even our children have exams, masters, then how can we don't have that exams? So everyone have our own part of challenges, but just come to know, means just know that you are not alone in this challenge. All the masters are observing, all the entire universe is observing you, masters. So just um, get that confidence, and get that you are never alone. You are always there protected, you are always there secure. All the thing that is needed is try to see the things in the way, means try to question the situation, or the things around your masters. Why this is happening to me, and why am I in these situations? What is it trying to teach me? If there is any problem, if there is physical problem, just try to ask that. Because if 99%, as we know, they are psychosomatic, masters. And the medicine which we take, of course, it may just reduce the pain, or it may suppress the pain. Okay, but it will not cure that from the root, masters. So in meditation, what we are doing will be clearing the cause. We are going to the root cause, and from there we start healing, masters. So from there we can change our realities. When our perception is changed, our entire world will change, masters. uh, as we say, jaisa drushti jaisa srushti. The way you see, the way you see out also, masters. The way you feel inwards, the way you can see the outward world also, masters. For this, again, I want to give one more beautiful inspiration, that is eagle, masters. um, so eagles are that divine beings, and so wonderful birds, masters. They are the masters of the skies, right? You all know how gracefully they fly in the sky. There are some beautiful qualities of eagles, masters, which is, first thing is their sharp vision. So at the very peaks, means at the very heights also, means at least from 2 to 3 kilometers far away, they can see their prey. So that clear their vision is. So let's all try to improve that clarity in our life, clarity in our situations, masters. Everywhere, in every moment, let's try to see the things as they are. Don't complicate them. Okay. And next thing is they never uh, hunt the dead animals, master. Means they never eat dead animals. They always rely on the livestock. First they will catch that livestock, and then they will eat that, masters. They will consume that. Okay. So of course, in a very rare moments, masters, that means if there is any disaster, or any extreme weather changes, then only they will rely on the dead animals. Until and unless, they will not do that, masters. Okay, they will always try to catch the live prey. So what they are trying to teach us there, never ever be in the past or future masters, because they don't exist. Okay, if there is anything that is here, is this now moment masters. So please, of course, just take the lessons from the past and be motivated for the future masters, but not don't be judgmental. Okay, so don't bring that all the things, dead things, because we'll be worrying about the future, or we'll be regretting about the future, about the past or anything. Means most of the times we don't see the both the things in the happy manner masters. So please don't do that. Just be in this now moment. So this live moment. So this is our life. Okay, and the next third one is, they will always build their nest at the cliffs of the mountains masters. If you observe, they will not keep in the secure area. Of course, it is secure area, but still there is so much uh, danger also masters, because at the cliff, means at the very edge, they will build their nest masters. And not only that, in their nest they will just purposefully keep some spokes like that, means thrones, so that the child cannot settle properly. Mother eagle does it purposefully masters. Why? From the very starting childhood, it will train that masters. It will not pamper. Of course, it has that love, mother love is their masters, but it is very it knows where to be strict or where to be soothing, means to be lovable. Okay, so from the very tender age, it starts its children, means that vigorous training will be started to that children masters, to that baby means eagles. Okay, and the very moment if they are ready, it will just throw away from the nest masters, because it will not try, means uh, of course mother knows, the mother instinct knows that the child is ready, and it will just throw away from the nest, and it has to fly for the survivor. It should. So it is the great guru masters. So let us all, means if even we all love our children, love children and to pamper them is two entirely different ways masters. So love them, but at the same time uh, teach them what they needed. Be that parent. Okay, and the next thing is, they will never settle when there is a storm masters. If you observe the nature, when the rain is coming, or when the climate changes, means the stormy winds come, and all the clouds will be gathering in the sky, all the birds, rest of the all the species, I mean the bird species, they will just settle masters. They will just go to their nest. But the only eagle, that is the only species that goes beyond the clouds, and there it starts its practicing masters in that winds. That's why it is the master of sky. The rest of the animals, they have to flip the wings so hardly to fly right. But eagle just, we all know how stable it can stand, means it can just literally stay still masters. When the wind is very high and harsh, it can just stay still in the sky. So it has mastered that skill through its practice masters. And with the single flip like this, with the single just tilting the feather, only feather masters, not the whole wing. Okay, only the feather, it can change its direction and speed also masters. That is the thing. It gives us motivation. That is the way it motivates us. So everyone, trust the process. If you are in the storm, if you are in the dark place, just know that you have been planted masters. You are in the soil, you have been planted, and one fine day you will just come out of the soil and become a big tree masters. Okay, so these are the things I want to just share masters. Okay, now um, if And one more thing for the comparison masters, as I said, don't compare with anyone. I can give best examples, masters. There is a flowering seed, okay, and there is a bamboo seed. Both were planted at the same time in the same soil. Of course, means in little far means they were planted at the same time and in the same soil, masters. And the flowering seed means it blossom, it sprouted means early, and within no time it became a very beautiful shrub means and bushy plant, and it is blossoming, okay, means flowers are there and everything. And when you observe the bamboo plant, bamboo seed, it is still in the ground, masters. It has, I mean, it will not sprout, okay. So this flowery plant will be saying, see how fast and how wonderfully I have just expressed myself and everything. But still bamboo will be so still. It's okay. It will be happy, masters. It will not say anything, okay. But it knows it is growing downwards, masters. Before it gets its first sprout, means it comes out of the earth. For 5 years, it will be growing, means it will be growing its roots, masters, in the ground, okay. And later, after 5 years, the bamboo will just have that first sprout, masters, and there it comes. And to your information, I can say that bamboo is the fastest growing plant on the earth, masters. We can literally see the change, means see the growth every day-to-day life. In the day-to-day life, we can see that change. Means almost from 10 to 12 inches, it will grow, masters, every day. That fast it grows, okay. And not only that, it is so uh, it has that inner space so pure, okay, that it just straight away came to the became the flute and just touched the lips of the Lord Krishna, masters. So it is so pure and so transparent and so hollow because it doesn't carry anything. So even the wind passes from the bamboo, it becomes the Venunada. It becomes the Omkaranada. So let us all become like that, masters. So never ever compare with anyone, or never get depressed, masters, first of all. At times we'll be getting so frustrated. Why all these things are coming in my life and like that. So please don't do that. Okay. So masters, here I just want to request you all to sit in meditation so that I can guide you, masters. And I want to just connect you with the 5 elements of the earth, and I just want to make you take that journey, masters. And please allow me and everyone, please try to sit in meditation, masters. And I think if there are no new persons here, if there are any new persons, I just want just give a quick introduction about the meditation, and then please sit in meditation, masters. For next 20 minutes, we'll be having guided meditation, and then we can have question and answers, masters. Please, everyone, masters, here we are doing Anapanasati Dhyana. Ana means the intake, and Apana means the outcome of the breath, and Sati means to be with or to observe one's own natural and normal breath, masters. You can take any comfortable position, preferably Sthira Sukhasana, and please you can sit on the floor, you can sit on the chair, on the bed, anywhere, masters, wherever you feel comfortable. If you are sitting on the chair, please cross your legs and clasp your hands, okay, and keep it on your lap, and close your eyes, masters. And if anyone are wearing the spectacles, please keep them aside and just be with your breath, and just allow me to guide you in this wonderful journey, masters. Thank you. Just please be seated, masters. Masters, with the every intake of the breath, just completely relax yourself. And with every outcome of the breath, release all your physical stress and strain and emotional stress and strain, masters, out. Just release them all out. Just be with your breath, masters. Now, completely bring your awareness into your body's, masters. Be with your awareness. Now, slowly, I request you all to visualize a spot in the nature where the soil is very fertile, masters. Just try to astrally visualize that, masters. You are in the middle of the nature, and the soil that you are standing upon is so fertile, masters. The scenery is so beautiful. You are surrounded with wonderful, beautiful mountains, greenery, water bodies, and everything, masters. And the spot, the soil on which you are standing, it is so fertile. Just feel the nature, masters, how wonderful it is. And see how your mood is enhancing, masters. Now, you can visualize the life seed in in your palm, masters. The seed of life in your palm. Now slowly take that seed and plant them in the soil, masters. Just sow the seed, masters. And now take your awareness entirely into that seed, masters. You just become that seed of life, which has been planted in the soil, masters, which has been sowed in the soil. Masters, now slowly start observing around you. You are in a very dark place, masters, but still you are so secured, and you are feeling the love energies of Mother Earth, masters. You are getting connected with the earth element, the Mother Earth. See how readily she has received you and has secured you in her lap, masters. Just feel the soil, masters. Feel the Mother Earth. See how wonderful it is nurturing you, masters. Whenever you find yourself in a dark place, masters, just remember this. You have been planted. You have been planted for a new life, for a new perception, masters. When you show that patience and give that time to the situation, then the darkness will get transformed into the light, masters, into the new life. See how the Mother Earth is trying to express herself in the form of you, masters. Masters, when we sow a seed, the next element or the next requirement the seed needs is proper water, masters, proper witness. So now we are going to connect with the water element, masters. So now just imagine yourself how you became wet with the water, masters. For the first time, the water element has touched you. And from there, the life begins, masters. The life tries to unfold itself. Masters, we all know that almost 70% of the Earth's surface and 70% above of our body's content is water, masters. It is filled like that. So it is the vital force that is required for us to sustain our life, masters, to maintain our life. And just like a Mother Earth Water is a great healer, masters. It has memory. It is an intelligent liquid, masters. So get connected with that divine memory, masters. Completely get connected with the water. And just visualize how life is unfolding in you in the form of the seed, masters. And now, after water, the seed needs proper aeration, masters, to get sprouted. So now we are all going to get connected with the element air, masters. Air is the element that represents change, masters. So welcome that change in you, masters. So the very moment the air touches the seed, the life starts expressing itself. The sprout has begun, masters. The life started taking shape. In the recent times, we all came to know practically how vital it is, how crucial it is to have plants on this planet Earth, masters, to have oxygen on this planet Earth. So from now onwards, let's all make this planet Earth a divine planet, masters, by planting as many as trees as we can. See the germination process that is going on in you, masters. Visualize the process, become that process, masters. Now, coming to our next element, that is fire, masters. Here, we can visualize the fire element as the light, masters. And after fertile land, water, and air, the seed needs proper lighting, masters. So here we are taking the fire element in the form of light. This is the element that inspires and encourages the life force to grow and expand, masters. This gives the strength to that tender sprout to penetrate through the rough soils and slowly grow into a big banyan tree, masters. So see the motivation that light is giving and see the growth that is happening in you, masters. See how wonderfully that tender sprout is penetrating through the soil and traveling towards the light, masters. Feel the entire process, masters. See how wonderful the process is. See how the life is thriving there, masters. When you are committed, then see the strength, masters. Even we can penetrate from very tough situations like the earth soil, masters, and come out so gracefully and successfully and have our own life, masters. Now, let us all come to our final element, that is space element, masters. When you observe that tiny seed which bears nearly look very small space that has grown into a big gigantic banyan tree, masters. With the help of these five elements, that seed is not only creating the space physically on the planet Earth, but also it is getting connected with the universe, masters. Trees are very great communicators, masters. Whenever you go to a garden, just try to speak to your tree, masters. It showers so much love on you, masters. They are so unconditional, pure love, masters. So how beautifully that seed has transformed into the big banyan tree. Just to visualize yourself as that life tree, masters, full of life. See the animals, birds, everything that are surrounding you, that are creating their own homes and spaces on the branches under the tree. See all the life, masters. See the joy, see the bliss. The seed which has took the help of these five elements, now helping these five elements, masters, complementing these five elements. If there are trees, there is no soil erosion, masters. If there are trees, there is no lack of water level in the grounds, masters. water level will be maintained. If there are trees, oxygen levels will be maintained, masters. And if there are trees, the life thrives, masters, in the form of light. The very light, it transforms the light into life, masters, into fruits, into flowers. And it is also a great connector to the both universe, both worlds, masters, physical and astral worlds. See how beautifully life is complementing each other. How 5 elements are complementing the tree, and how the tree is complementing the 5 elements. Let us all be that best version of that tree. Just get inspired from that tree and be our best version in our life, masters. See the unconditionality of the 5 elements. Receiving all that wisdom, energies, healing energies, and strength. Please bring back your awareness into your bodies, masters, into the now moment. Completely relax your bodies. And now, slowly rub your both hands and keep them on your eyes. And slowly open your eyes, masters, with love and gratitude. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, masters. So if anyone has any questions or anything to share, you can please share for 5 minutes. Masters? If you want to ask any questions or share something, please you can raise your hands, masters. Yes, Manjuji. Hello, ma'am. You can speak, please.
ఎస్ మేడం. మేడం మీరు చెప్పారు కదా! మీ బాబు ప్రెగ్నెంట్‌గా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఒక బ్లాక్ అనేది ఉండింది అని 8 మంత్ అప్పుడు.
Yes, ma'am.
మరి అప్పుడు నేను ప్రెగ్నెంట్‌గా ఉన్నప్పుడు నాకు అసలు మెడిటేషన్ గురించి తెలీదు. నా ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ జర్నీ చాలా స్ట్రగుల్ అండ్ హార్డ్‌తో ఉండింది. చుట్టూ ఎక్కువ నెగటివిటీ ఉండింది.
Okay.
నాకు చాలా కాంప్లికేషన్స్ గూడా ఉండినది అప్పుడు. ఈవెన్ డెలివరీ అప్పుడు కూడా.
Okay.
సో అవన్నీ కూడా ఆ బేబీ మీద ఎఫెక్ట్ ఉంటాయి కదా!
ఎఫెక్ట్ ఉంటుంది మ్యామ్, బట్ యూ కెన్ హీల్ దట్ మ్యామ్. మీన్స్ ఫస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ యువర్ హీలింగ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు మీలో హీలింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారో, అంటే హీలింగ్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందంటే మేడం, మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే ప్రేమతో కృతజ్ఞతతో నిండిపోతారు. యాజ్ ఐ సెడ్, మీ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎప్పుడైనా ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయండి. విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్ సో మెనీ కంప్లైంట్స్, రైట్? మీన్స్ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ మీద కానీ పర్సన్స్ మీద కానీ అవి యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయండి. దే హ్యావ్ కమ్ ఫర్ విత్ ద పర్పస్. సో అది ఏం నేర్పించాలనుకుంటుందో దాన్ని గమనించండి అండ్ జస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ హీలింగ్ దే. టేక్ ద లెసన్స్ అండ్ స్టార్ట్ హీలింగ్ దే అండ్ రిలీజ్ దట్. ఓకే? అండ్ పిల్లలు కూడా ఆ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఉండదు మేడం. ఒకవేళ మీకు అలా ఉంది అనిపిస్తే కూడా యూ కెన్ స్టార్ట్. మీన్స్ మిమ్మల్ని మీరు హీల్ చేసుకోవడం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే అక్కడ హీలింగ్ మీదొక్కటే అవ్వదు మేడం. మీతో పాటు మీ చుట్టూ కూడా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. మీ పిల్లలు కూడా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే మేడం. ష్యూర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
Okay. Hello. So any
థ్యాంక్ యూ
కొంచెం
మేడం.
మీకు ఏమైనా so am I clear? I think I have
యెస్ మేడం. యెస్.
thank you. Yes, ma'am. So ఇంకెవరన్నా ఉన్నారా మ్యామ్? Any experience sharing or something? Or can we end the session here? Masters, hope I think there are no some questions. So
యెస్ మేడం.
can we end the session here, ma'am?
యెస్ మ్యామ్. యెస్ ష్యూర్. మేడం కల్పన raised her hand.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Kalpana. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andy. The session was really wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I really like the way that you said, like, blockages and especially about the judgments.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I used to judge people a lot, not not straight away to their faces, but I used to think, oh, they're like this
In
or
a-
they're like this in
Yes.
that way.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
stopped, but I stopped in between. But still, I started, continuing that. I'm going in the same path again. So
Okay.
I'm still struggling to adjust that. Is there any tip for that?
Just remember that, ma'am. As I said, everyone are unique and everyone are acting according to their consciousness, okay, their awareness. And we all have been with the same phase. When we'll be talking to our children, we'll be saying, "Na, even I was a teenager. I know what will be the teenage tantrums and everything," right? We'll be discussing with the child and everything. So in the same way, just know that even that person means out of ignorance or out of anything, out of ego, whatever be the situation, according to their awareness, they are acting, ma'am. So when we come to know that, we'll not judge them. Okay. So they are on their own path. Let them come. Okay. So just remember that you are unique and they are unique. And there is nothing to compare or there is nothing to feel also. And just come to the point where you'll not be hurting people. And if the people hurt also, just don't take that now. Okay. So there is nothing to take that. Don't take it personally. As we all know, Mr. Gautam Buddha's famous story. The lady means when he just goes to the Bhikshatana, the lady means she will say all the bad things to Buddha. Means why you can't just do some work and just have gain your lunch, means that food also. But he will not take anything. He will not receive. And after some time, that lady recognize that she becomes aware. So he's not responding or he's not reacting. And she asks him, "I'm saying so bad about you. Why are you not responding?" So he said that means what else be there, means is there with us. We can give that only, right? If I take that, then it becomes mine. If I'm not thinking that, it is yours. Okay. If we receive that, that becomes ours. Don't receive that. There is nothing to take. Okay. It is her problem to see the things like that. So am I clear, ma'am?
Yes, madam. I have one more question about this one.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you said, you don't take personally, like, other people's, feelings and all. So every time it happens to me, like, some friends will approach me if they're in a bad situation and they will seek for help. We try to do help as much as we can. But when they come out of that situation, when they become good and they won't, contact us, like, they will just ignore us. So I feel so bad,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, ma'am. It is their problem. Okay, to remember or not to remember, it is their problem. We have done that. And miss, as we all know, if we are doing anything good to them, just write it in the water. Okay. We all know that famous proverb, right? Means in Telugu we'll be saying, ఎవరైనా మనకు మేలు చేస్తే మనం ఎవరికైనా మేలు చేస్తే నీటి మీద రాయాలి, ఎవరైనా మనకు మేలు చేస్తే రాతి పలకం మీద రాయాలి అని చెప్పేసి. So there you don't expect, na, just you have done your thing, you have done your best part to the others. If they are recognizing that or if they are remembering that, it is their problem. Just let it go. Just don't get attached to all that things, man. That's what I'm saying. It is their problem. It is not yours. They are acting according to their consciousness, their awareness. And the ego
Yes,
is
thank
like
you,
that, right?
Yeah.
Ego is like that, right? Means everything, if everything is happening properly, it is mine. Okay. And the moment it the situation gets reversed, So you are the person who is responsible. Okay, even with the children also you'll be doing the same thing, right? If he achieves something, he's my son or my daughter. Okay, if he does any messy thing or naughty things, he's up to you. Means he just these are all your qualities that have been there here, means in that child. Okay, so you'll be blaming the partner. So this all goes, ma'am. Just try to ignore them. Means it's okay. It is their problem to remember or not to remember. You have done your best part. Just be happy. Yes, I have done my thing, and don't lose your goodness, means that kindness. Okay, because it is very difficult to have that quality, ma'am. So please maintain that. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, madam.
Thank
I really like the way that you said, proverb, వేరే వాళ్ళు మేల్ చేస్తే నీటి మీద
Yes.
రాతి మీద రాసుకోవాలి అని.
Yes.
చాలా బాగుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So masters, please can you allow me so that I have another session actually. So I request, can I leave here right now? Hello, masters.
Yeah, sure, madam. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your great enlightening speech, madam. That's really wonderful. So many takeaways from this class.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you again. Hopefully, we'll see you again for the next
Sure,
one.
definitely.
Short time. Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you for coming
Thank you
here.
so much, ma'am. Thanks for giving me such wonderful opportunity to each and everyone, ma'am, to your entire team. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Yes, madam.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
madam.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.